Welcome to part 2 of Wind Waker, and in this episode we are going to go and save the girl that fell into the forest, but first we need to get ourselves steeled up for battle because that forest may be crawling with monsters. Oh, and he's just being annoying with snot just dripping from his nose. Oh, that's just so fucking disgusting. Don't come near me! You hear me? Don't come near me! Anyway, now it's time for us to go and get ourselves a sword. I need one, because after all, if I'm going to go in that forest, I'd rather go there prepared. But first, there's something of other wait, actually no. I was thinking of getting something of other importance, but I'll get that later. Right now, I need a sword. Now then, we'll have to rematch with Orca with all the lessons we just recently learned. Oh, what is the matter, RV man? You have an urgent look about your face. Something happened? Whatever it is, from the look of your face, I suspect this is no laughing matter. What do you say, RV man? Have you come for some serious instructions in the way of the sword? Yes. And, by the way, you could have done this right before you saw the girl fall into the forest. It doesn't matter, you're still gonna have to do this whether you do it before or after she fell into the forest. He'll just add a little bit more, that's all. And by the way, I almost forgot to mention that heavyweight title-looking thing that's up there. I think I may have mentioned it in part 1. But in case you've missed part 1, that thing up there, that's a belt, that is a knight's crest. Eventually, I will end up... God damn it, I did not mean to do that. Eventually, I'll end up having to go on a side quest to get a good number of them. Oh, damn it, I did not mean to do that. But before I do... Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. The one thing about the spin attack is Orca will end up moving in close when you strike, and you may inadvertently hit a spear and he'll smack you with it. Same thing with the parry attack. Now, you just have to use that parry attack because that parry attack will definitely come in handy. Yes, it will definitely come in handy, and you will see me botch it. But about the spin attack can have an improved version of the spin attack, provided you get like 20 Knight's Crest. And lastly, you have the jump strike, which is something that is definitely used in earlier Legend of Zelda games, or should I say Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But, because we've completed Orca's training, now we have the sword, and it will be our temporary sword, because as you know, with all Zelda games, save for probably Breath of the Wild, you won't be getting a better sword until later on. This holds definitely true to Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. And Minish Cap's a fun game too. I love Minish Cap. Anyway, let's go to the forest, because we need to rescue a damsel in distress. Happy birthday! Oh, and by the way, this is what happens if you think you're going to jump the gun. You can come here, and you're supposed to come here to get the shield, however, it's after you rescue the girl in the forest. I did this on purpose to show you that you can't jump the gun, but also your grandma's reaction upon seeing the sword on your back. Now then, let's head up to that area where she has fallen. Oh, by the way, you can actually gain some rupees from capturing pigs and throwing them into the barn for this one lady on this island, but I'm gonna wait till later, because there's a bigger score of rupees that I'm going to get, that I will get before I leave this place. Anyway, move out of the way, snot-nose, I'm not in the mood for you. I might pull up my sword. Just good practice for later on in the game, because again, we'll be revisiting islands. This is one of those islands that we're going to be revisiting. And yeah, it's home to, this area at least, is home to rather annoying demons. Annoying little pricks. They make this annoying sound, and by God, it will drive you up a wall. I'm not trying to scare you, but you know one of two things. Either one, you're going to have to find a weapon to kill them, because later on they'll be in a place where you won't have your sword, or you better have your sword ready to smack them one. Anyway, up here is something I need to show you. See that little pedestal right there? You're going to need that for later on. This pedestal right here, actually. You're going to need that for later on, because again, we're going to be coming back here many times. Now roll. That rolling jump will help you get across that bridge, which will only be here for a limited amount of time. Now then, just simply enter the forest. And of course, you'll find the girl hanging up by a limb. Now in this forest, you will have to come, well actually you gotta go towards where the girl is, but you will have to come back here later on when you have bombs in your possession. Yeah, you definitely will. Also, rupee right here. It would be in your best interest, by the way, to gather up as many rupees as humanly possible, preferably 80. Oh, and by the way, the koblins. These things are not really that tough. They're just minor enemies for the time being, but they will also be key to a side quest. Yes, some enemies are key to side quest. Particularly collection side quest. And you'll know what they will be carrying later on, because right now they only have rupees and also hearts. And now we have to deal with two koblins. The thing about these guys also is they tend to use drop kicks, and it's not pretty. They only take like a quarter of a heart. And after killing those two, Tetra realizes where she is. Yeah, that's the name of the girl that's in the tree, Tetra. Of course you would know that because she and also Kid Link are in Hyrule Warriors. And Kid Link's in Smash 4. Or I mean Toon Link, sorry. Wow, what's with that get-up? Well, whatever, so where am I? Oh, that's right, that giant bird came and... yeah, he snatched you. Oh! Miss Tetra! that guy's reaction is hilarious. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought you were... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain? Well, was it that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there, let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Fuck him, come on! Wait, what? Y'all just gonna leave me in here like this? No thank you? Wow, you guys are jerks. And as soon as we get out the forest, there's Aryll, here to greet her big brother. By the way, remember that chicken that swiped Tetra earlier on in part 1? Here's the focus of the entirety of the game up until the point. Yep. That chicken just snapped my sister. What a bastard. Oh, and it may sound out of sync, but yeah, that's because of the GameCube. It doesn't do that in the Wii U version, apparently. Stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself! She's gone! There's nothing you can do! And who's to blame for that? Oh wait, you for bringing the bird here! And there goes the giant chicken. I will get you, you son of a bitch. What? You want to come with us on our ship? I mean, look at that look on her face. Looked like she saw a ghost. Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know, pirates! Terror of the seas! What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I tell you what we get, a headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us now, does it? Yeah, you're the ones who brought the damn bird on the island in the first place. And how do you figure that? Mr. Postman! Whoa, whoa, whoa there, just who are you? Where do you get off button in somebody else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that you big bad pirates hadn't come to this island, the poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. I just got finished saying that. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend as much of my time traveling amongst many islands. As a result, I heard of things. Haven't any of you heard the word that young girls have been kidnapped lately by all regions of the Great Sea? No matter whether you heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. He's not kidding by this. Unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was kidnapped from this island has long ears, does she not? Like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook the poor girl for you. That is why it grabbed her. And that bird's also going to come into play later on. Yeah, don't feel too arrogant now, do you? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Army Man here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, was it not? Is that true? Duh. Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird kidnapped both you and Army Man's sister, made its foul nest to the north on the heights of Forsaken Fortress. Oh god, not that place. Ugh. Isn't that the place where... So, what are you gonna do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable to give Army Man help, now would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it. Lately, I've heard nothing but evil rumors about the Forsaken Fortress. It can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but a cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. We won't even have that when we get there anyway. I mean, come on! Even a simple little island like this has to have something you can use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself? Anything! Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing, once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you better say your goodbyes to your family while you still have a chance. I don't want you to get all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Jesus Christ. I don't want to go to Forsaken Fortress, but I have to. And folks, there is a reason why I'm so hesitant to go to Forsaken Fortress. It's at this point of the game where things went downhill. I mean, I love the game, I really do. But Forsaken Fortress is that point where things go completely foobar. I mean, it's the one big blemish on this entire game. Okay, one of the big blemishes of the entire game, because the Earth Temple sucks too. Yeah, I might as well get that out the way. The Earth Temple sucks too. Not as bad as the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time or the Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask. Seriously, fuck the Great Bay Temple. But Earth Temple sucks too. It's because of the nature of the Earth Temple. But Forsaken Fortress, that is actually the worst stage in the game. The fact that you also have to visit it 3 times doesn't make it any better. So, with that said, we're going to have to go to get the shield from Grandma. But first, there is something of meager importance that I need to... No, get into the hole. Get into the hole. Thank you. There's something of medial importance that I need to get. Alright. Once we get through this hole, we find ourselves a chest underneath the house with all of Grandma's life savings, which is 100 rupees. 1 orange rupee. And what kind of an asshole would steal his grandma's life savings? Me! But then again, I'm not Kung Jin. Ha! Anyway, at least she's alive. Let us go and talk to Grandma and get the shield and not mention a single word about the fact that I just stole 100 rupees from her. I mean, found 100 rupees. This is an RPG, you know. So, all you need to do is go upstairs and, well, go up the ladder and get to the shield. Because your grandma's going to be down there. Now, she's worried about Aryll being outside, but she doesn't know that she's been kidnapped. However, the shield is gone. She was just down there. You guys just saw that, right? So, just jump right down. Or climb down, whichever one comes first. And talk to Grandma. Harvey, man. Yes? Why are you holding the shield, Grandma? Is this what you were looking for? Okay, I got the shield now. I can go rescue... Oh, wait, you're still talking to me. Take it with you. Hooray! But we will have to come back here because Grandma will be worried sick. Definitely have to come back here. And he's still in a pose. I guess it is true. Aryll really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? Wow, grandmother's intuition. What kind of monsters would take such a sweet young child? A giant chicken! Yes, it was a giant red and black chicken with gold feathers. And a giant mask. Tell you what, Grandma, when I bring back Aryll, I'll also bring back that chicken and you can turn it into soup. Anyway, let's go over to Tetra so we can tell her that we have the shield. If there's anything else on the island you need to do it now. But unfortunately, you probably won't be equipped to do most of the stuff here. So I think it would be best to talk to Tetra. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that? Well, whatever. If you're ready to go, let's go. Are you ready? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are shoving off to adventure. We are sailing to that awful place. We are leaving Outset Island for the time being. and I am dreading going to that awful place. Now, it's not as bad as you think. There is a way around it. It's just the fact that... Wait, the crab is waving goodbye? That's messed up. I mean, it's not as awful as you think, but Forsaken Fortress could be done a little bit better. Especially due to the circumstances that you'll be put through. Now, some people may call Wind Waker to be probably a terrible game, but not really. It actually has its high points and it has its low points. And, well, one said low point is about to also happen as well. You see, before we can actually go to Forsaken Fortress, we're gonna have to do some training. And by training, I mean we're going to be hanging out with Nico. So in the next episode, that's what we're gonna do. Hang out with Nico and prepare to go to Forsaken Fortress. This is RVman985. Why? Why did it have to be Forsaken Fortress? Or at least the first visit anyway. The second one's better, trust me.